Commanders pull off stunning upset over Lions in 45-31 shootout to reach NFC Championship. The Washington Commanders, a team that finished with the second-worst record in the NFL just a season ago, shocked the Detroit Lions in one of the greatest playoff upsets in recent history. In a thrilling 45-31 victory, Washington advanced to its first NFC Championship game in 33 years. While delivering a crushing blow to Detroit's dream season, a historic win for Washington, the Commanders, who had been a laughingstock of the NFL for over 2 decades, entered this season with hopes pinned on rookie quarterback Jayden Daniels, selected with the number 2 overall pick in the draft. But nobody could have predicted Daniels leading Washington to the NFC Championship in just his second postseason game. The win marks a dramatic turnaround for the franchise, especially after finishing with a 4-13 record last season. For the Lions, who finished 15-2 in the regular season, this was an unimaginable disappointment, needing only 2 home wins to reach their first Super Bowl in franchise history. Detroit fell apart against a rookie-led Commanders squad. Jared Goff threw 5 turnovers, including a critical trick play interception, and the defense, already hampered by injuries, had no answers. Detroit's loss to Washington became one of the most shocking playoff collapses in NFL history, joining the 2011 Packers as the only teams in NFL history to win 15 regular season games and fail to win a playoff game. Wild first half at Ford Field. The game kicked off with a bang as Washington wasted no time creating drama. Despite Detroit's early lead with Sam Laporta's one-handed touchdown, the Commanders struck quickly with Terry McLaurin's 59-yard touchdown and a 40-yard interception return by Quan Martin following a Jared Goff mistake. Washington's defense was able to capitalize on Detroit's miscues and, despite a great run by Jameson Williams, the Commanders led 24-14 by the end of the first half. The second quarter was one of the wildest in postseason history, with the two teams combining for a staggering 42 points. Washington's offense, led by Daniels, was in complete control. By halftime, Daniels had 242 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and a 137.4 passer rating, a historic performance for a rookie quarterback. The Lions, on the other hand, seemed unable to contain Daniels or stop the Commanders' offense. Commanders dominate in the second half. As the second half began, Detroit showed signs of life, cutting the Washington lead to 31-28. However, the Commanders quickly answered with another touchdown, thanks to a key penalty by the Lions for having 12 men on the field on 4th and 2. The Lions' desperation set in during the fourth quarter when they attempted a trick play that backfired. Jameson Williams attempted a pass after a reverse, but the ball was intercepted, effectively sealing the Lions' fate at 38-28. Washington's offense continued to execute flawlessly, and the Commanders pulled away with another touchdown to extend their lead to 45-31. Despite a valiant effort to recover an onside kick, the Lions couldn't keep their comeback hopes alive, and Zach Ertz recovered the ball, securing Washington's victory. Daniels' historic playoff run. Daniels, who had only played in one postseason game prior to this contest, continued to show why he was selected number 2 overall. With the win, he became the first rookie quarterback in NFL history to achieve 300 total yards in 2 postseason games. Daniels was a constant playmaker, throwing for 4 touchdowns and efficiently moving the ball downfield. Looking ahead for Washington, the Commanders' stunning victory means they will now face either the Philadelphia Eagles or Los Angeles Rams in the NFC Championship game. Washington's success this season, fueled by Daniels' incredible performance and dramatic victories, has already exceeded anyone's expectations. For a team that hadn't won a playoff game since 2005, getting this far in the playoffs is a remarkable achievement. As Washington heads into the NFC Championship, the Lions will be left to reflect on a lost opportunity. Detroit's fans will forever lament the team's collapse in such a critical moment, while Washington will celebrate what could be the start of a new era in the nation's capital. You've got Jared Goff, Detroit Lions QB, looking to lead his team to a big win in the NFC divisional round. The Lions are the top seed, but what happens next is something no one saw coming. Spoiler alert: it involves an interception, a concussion check, and a missed penalty that could have changed the entire game. Buckle up, folks, 'cause we're diving into one wild ride of a football game. Let's go. The stage was set. Saturday night, a playoff atmosphere. Detroit Lions, sitting pretty as the #1 seed, ready to crush their opponents, the Washington Commanders. But, oh boy, things didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's talk about the play that had fans and experts alike scratching their heads. Now, if you blinked, you might have missed it. Jared Goff throwing what can only be described as the most unfortunate interception of his career. But wait, it gets even worse. The moment he threw that pick, Goff wasn't just watching the ball sail into enemy hands. No, he was chasing. And what followed next was, well, let's just say, it wasn't pretty. The stage was set. Saturday night, a playoff atmosphere. Detroit Lions, sitting pretty as the #1 seed, ready to crush their opponents, the Washington Commanders. But, oh boy, things didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's talk about the play that had fans and experts alike scratching their heads. Now, if you blinked, you might have missed it. Jared Goff throwing what can only be described as the most unfortunate interception of his career. But wait, it gets even worse. The moment he threw that pick, Goff wasn't just watching the ball sail into enemy hands. No, he was chasing. And what followed next was, well, let's just say, it wasn't pretty. Enter Frankie Louvu, linebacker for the Washington Commanders. And boom, he lays out Goff with a hit right to the head. Oh, the drama. But hold up. This is where things get interesting, folks, because it wasn't just any hit. According to NFL rules, a hit to the head? That's a penalty, a big one. In fact, a 15-yard personal foul for roughing the passer, to be exact. And that would have negated the touchdown that the Commanders were celebrating. Just like that. But guess what? The refs missed it. Mike Pereira, Fox's officiating expert, came in hot with his analysis. This should have been called. No kidding, Mike. You'd think with all the camera angles and replay, someone would have noticed the headshot on Goff. But nope. The Commanders kept their touchdown. And the game just took a weird turn. Now, here's where things took a weird twist. Jared Goff, shaken up from the hit, is escorted to the blue medical tent. This was looking like a serious situation for the Lions. But hold your horses. What's this? Goff walks out, helmet on, back in action faster than a rebooted iPhone. Talk about a tough guy. But hey, it wasn't all bad for the Lions at this point. Teddy Bridgewater, who had just been signed after coaching a high school team to a state championship, seriously. Look it up. It's wild. Stepped in. But don't get too comfortable. Goff was back in action shortly after. And just when you thought things were about to go south for the Lions, Jameson Williams pulls out a 61-yard reverse touchdown. That's right, a reverse. The kind of play that makes you want to stand up and shout. Did that just happen? But of course, the Commanders weren't done yet. They were scoring at will, although, let's be real, a couple of those points should have been wiped off the board if we're being honest about that penalty. It was pure chaos. The Lions and Commanders went back and forth, trading blows like a couple of heavyweights in the ring. Touchdown after touchdown, with the scoreboard lighting up like the 4th of July. But there was something oddly unsettling in the air. Like, this game was missing a little something. Oh, yeah, that penalty call. In the end, the Commanders walked away with a stunning 45-31 victory. 45-31. People, the #1 seed Lions sent home in what felt like a game full of what ifs. What if the penalty had been called? What if Goff wasn't hit in the head? What if Teddy Bridgewater didn't have to come in for those few snaps? So, what did we learn from this chaos? Well, first off, don't ever throw an interception, duh. Right? Secondly, when it comes to the refs, maybe they should take a refresher course on roughing the passer. And lastly, always expect the unexpected in the NFL. It's why we watch, right? The drama, the hits, the missed calls, it's all part of the madness. So, tell me, do you think the Lions got cheated out of that game? Or was it just a bad luck night? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because, let's be honest, this one's gonna be debated for years to come. If you liked this deep dive into one of the most bizarre playoff games in recent memory, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you never miss an epic breakdown like this. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time for more football fun and drama. Peace out.